What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we have the final day of the Love Cup, as the rotation happens a bit later today, but we're going to check out some cool battles with Lycanroc Midnight form, which is a red Pokemon, which allows it to be in the Love Cup here, having access to Counter, Stone Edge, and Psychic Fang. You guys know it's a very strong Pokemon for Ultra League, which I have shown, but we're going to see what it can do today here in the Love Cup. Huge shout out to ZyoniK for sharing these battles with us, a fellow content creator as well, so I'll have a link down to his channel down in the description. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, getting into this first battle here, we have Lycanroc on the lead versus Scrafty. Alright, not the best of lead matchups, so we will see a swap out right away into Seeking, and we do see an Gyarados come right in. What's great about this matchup here is Seeking has access to Icy Wind, which is going to dramatically lower the attack, and they're just going to be going back and forth doing attack drops here with Lunge and Icy Wind. Now, what's also cool about Lycanroc is having access to Stone Edge and Psychic Fang could really improve the matchup versus that Scrafty on the lead if it comes back in with a lot of energy. Now, we did see a shield right there on the Gyarados to stop the first Icy Wind, as we are going to see a second Lunge come through now, but Seeking able to hold on and get off one more Icy Wind. This isn't going to be enough damage to take out the Gyarados because of those debuffs, but they do get two shields. That is huge now for this battle. We are going to see Lycanroc come in, and they swap straight into a Talonflame. What are they doing? Stone Edge now, obviously gonna be one-shotting the Talonflame right here. You love to see it in game one. Boom! One-shots the Talonflame, and the screenshot perfectly timed right there. What a awesome change of events right here. Now, we do see Scrafty come in, so the Gyarados is obviously going to be coming into this matchup and locking it down with Lunge, doing neutral damage here and lowering that attack dramatically. But I wonder if that was a misclick, and maybe the opponent wanted to go into Scrafty. It happens all the time, but honestly, oh man, no shielding with a Lycanroc. That's gonna ask for it, but we will see the opponent surrender right there. I think it might have been a misclick, but that's okay. Good battle, very well played. Alright, moving to the next one, we have Lycanroc versus Magcargo. Alright, this time we have a very positive lead matchup, so we will see the opponent swap out, and they decide to go into Gyarados, so we will see the Gyarados mirror. I'm very curious why they didn't throw a Psychic Fang right away, but either way, they are going to be okay towards the end game, because if Seeking lines up against Magcargo, it's still looking pretty well, and if Lycanroc, obviously, it's definitely looking strong. So we will see a Lunge now come through. No shield there from the opponent, but this is going to be a debuff fest from both of these spiders right here, as Lunge doing resisted damage is going to keep doing less and less and less, and this is going to get a bit ridiculous here pretty soon. So here comes another Lunge again. This battler here, ZyoniK, has 1 to 2 shields on the opponent. The opponent is definitely in the driver's seat when it comes to how they want to play this game out, but I imagine they will want energy on Magcargo, knowing that they have shield advantage. Doing a nice farm down here against the Gyarados could be very advantageous, so we'll probably see no shields here in this matchup. Now, what's good for ZyoniK in this situation is they can easily swap out and keep the Gyarados alive if they want to. Yes, we will see it. Here comes the swap, and they decide to swap into Sylveon, so things are looking very, very good. Obviously, Magcargo could not come into the Seeking. The Gyarados could not stay in because it would get farmed down, and Icy Winds now are going to be debuffing Sylveon, and the opponent decides to surrender. Beautiful match right there. Okay, moving into the next battle, we have Lycanroc on the lead versus Scrafty again. Again, not favorable on the lead, but definitely favorable towards the end. Now, we do see an Electrode come in, but again, Seeking having access to Drill Run is one of the most dangerous things for an Electrode coming into this matchup, because is it going to be Icy Wind or is it going to be Drill Run? They have the exact same energy, so it is complete mind games, and I think they will be able to get to 2 Drill Runs right here, completely flipping this mid-game matchup, potentially if they no shield. So they do get 1 shield right there, and they get to another Drill Run in time. This is going to get the second shield, or we will see a complete mid-game flip. The Drill Run lands. Boom! Electrode goes down, and Scrafty is going to come in right away to farm down, but Gyarados now is locked in versus the Scrafty. Here comes the first charge move now from Scrafty. Is it going to be the foul play? It is going to be foul play, a decent amount of neutral damage, and we'll have to see if the opponent is going to swap out to try to catch the charge move, but they will be able to get a lunge off in time. Now, it's all a matter of what is that Pokemon in the back. I'm going to guess it's something to stop a Charmer, because they have Scrafty on lead, they had Electro, they need a hard answer, so it could be a fire like Talonflame, or it could be a poison like Gyarados. So let's see how this plays out. They're going to go ahead and go for poison, cross poisons here, I should say, as it is going to be doing a decent amount of neutral damage and enough to take out the Scrafty, and it's actually going to be a Alomomola in the back, so things actually just got very dangerous very quickly, as Alomomola has access to Waterfall and will be able to destroy Lycanroc with it, as we can see. I think they need to be going for these Psychic Fangs, but they're just going to go straight for the Stone Edge right here, not bluffing it whatsoever. They want to try to land it for neutral damage, but it's shielded there by the opponent. Can they get to the Psychic Fang in time? No, they cannot. This charge move now coming through is going to be the Psychic. That is going to be enough damage to take out Lycanroc, and Gyarados here, I think, is going to be going down to fast move, so that is looking to be a good battle, very well played. It would have been interesting to see if they went for double Psychic Fang there versus Alomomola, because that lunge would have definitely been enough damage. Very close battle right there, but yeah, good game, very well played. Okay, moving in the next one, we have Lycanroc versus Milotic. All right, is this Waterfall or Dragon Tail? They're going to swap out right away. They do not want to find out. It looked to be Dragon Tail, and we will see a Lickitung now come in. Lickitung right here, obviously in the driver's seat with its bulk and its access to Power Whip, but Seaking as well is going to be consistently debuffing with Icy Wind, so this Lickitung really needs to land a Power Whip right here if it can. If this is just Body Slam, no, it is going to be the Power Whip. That does a lot of super effective damage, but Seaking is able to hang on and able to get to one more Icy Wind, which is going to be very big for them in terms of the debuffs here, allowing Lycanroc to farm down. Now, Lycanroc with energy is very, very dangerous, and its debuffs as well is nothing to laugh at. So here comes another charge move, likely going to be another Power Whip right here, which it is super effective damage, and that's actually a lot. And we do see a swap out right away into the Milotic, which means they can lock this thing down with a Psychic Fang debuff and swap right away into Gyarados. Now, those Dragon Tails are really adding up. Here comes a Surf now from Milotic, and they're going to go ahead and opt to shield. Gyarados obviously needs to carry this game right now because we don't know what's in the back, but with energy, Gyarados can handle a lot of Pokemon, as you guys have seen in this meta. Here comes the lunge. It lands for neutral damage, and they got to be very careful about their energy. They're deciding to throw the Cross Poison right away, not having to give up a shield now, which is huge for this end game. They do get a shield from Milotic, which is a tell that they are very weak to Gyarados in the back. So the Gyarados likely going to be able to farm down right now. A Switch Clock is not back up, but they do get to the Lickitung in time, and they fully farm down with Poison Sting. Gyarados locked and loaded, Milotic low on HP, and we do not know what that final Pokemon is going to be. It is going to be a Medicham, so things are not over yet, but lunges right here, thankfully, are going to be doing neutral damage. Again, they are also switch locked as well, so no need to worry about a catch on Milotic. They can just go straight for lunges, and I think we may see a swap out at some point to try to catch the charge move on Lycanroc. That is really their only big play right here. They're going to go ahead and swap, and they do catch the charge move. Is it going to be the Psychic, though? It is the Psychic that doesn't do any damage because they actually decided to undercharge it, but Medicham is going to farm down. Oh man, they got to get to this Cross Poison. We see a swap into Milotic, and they have to throw the Cross Poison just before that final Dragon Tail comes through. Cross Poison now going to take out the Milotic, and the second Cross Poison should be enough neutral damage to take out the Medicham. So what a huge late game play with Gyarados right there to sweep this team with energy. It's absolutely deadly. Okay. Moving into the next battle, we have Lycanroc versus Sylveon. Okay, interesting. We'll have to see what they decide to do. I imagine a swap out. Yeah, we will see the Seaking come straight in, and they are not swapping out fast enough. Scrafty now going to be coming in. They're actually going to opt to go for Drill Run right here. Very interesting. This is still going to do quite a bit of neutral damage, but typically going for Icy Wind seems to be the better play in this matchup. But Scrafty now throwing energy right away, and if it's a foul play, it'll do enough damage to take out the Seaking. It is the foul play, so Seaking barely holds on, but still goes down to counter. We will likely see... Oh, they decide to come in with Lycanroc and farm down. They are not able to in time, so a power-up punch and a foul play. I think they should be able to survive. It is just the power-up punch. Doesn't do too much damage right there, but they counter down. But man, Lycanroc is extremely low on HP. We will see the Psychic Fang now come through into Medicham. So Gyarados actually has huge play for this late game as it can lock down the Medicham. And we get the defense drop there. It can lock down the Medicham and it can lock down the Sylveon. So Gyarados now looking incredibly strong like it always has in the Love Cup. Lunge gets a shield and we do see a swap out into Sylveon. So they just need to be careful about how much energy they let Sylveon get before eliminating them, because a Psyshock from Sylveon will still be devastating. They land the cross poison there, which means they might just be able to farm down. No, they're gonna have to give up a shield right here again. Psyshock here is going to do super effective damage, so they definitely need to stop that, but they are loaded on energy. Medicham only has one shield, and we will see lunges now come through. The only way I can see this Medicham winning is if it can successfully land a Psychic. They're going to go ahead and no-shield the first lunge right there. We're going to see a swap out, but a beautiful catch on the charge move. Is this a Psychic or a power-up punch? It is just going to be a power-up punch right there, which is still huge for them to catch that. And they will be able to go for double cross poisons right here to close this game out. So they will shield this next charge move. And things are looking very, very good. It's just going to be another power-up punch right there. But that is okay. They have 2 cross poisons. And that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. It comes at no surprise that Gyarados is sweeping teams right here, as we were saying. They actually decide to go for the lunge just to make sure it's enough damage. But you guys have seen it from day one. Gyarados with this move update to Poison Sting and getting cross poison and lunge. It's a beautiful combination for this cup. Alright, moving to the next one, we got Lycanroc versus Gyarados. Okay, positive lead right here. Let's see what they decide to do. They're deciding to stay in. This is very dangerous for the opponent. They're going to go ahead and throw the charge move right away, looking to be the cross poison most likely. Yeah, it is going to be the cross poison. Doesn't do too much damage, but they will see a swap out into Electrode. So here comes a Stone Edge. This is going to do a devastating amount of damage if they decide to no shield, and it lands. What a beautiful charge move right there, and they're going to be able to farm down the Electrode now with Poison Sting. They're also going to no shield the discharge here as well, saving it for their Seaking and Lycanroc. Now they fully farm down. They have massive amounts of energy ready to debuff whatever comes in, and it's going to be the Gyarados coming into the mirror fight. 2 lunges right here as well is going to be a beautiful amount of damage and debuffs to really leverage this fight in their advantage. So here comes the second lunge. Well, we see a shield. We do see a shield there on the second lunge. The Gyarados very concerned about its HP as it still needs to be able to do a lot of damage against the backline. But lunge, not enough to take them out. Can they get to one more in time? No, they cannot. Gyarados decides to throw the charge move right away. This is likely going to be the cross poison here, which it is. Lycanroc now comes in locked and loaded, and we see an Alola in the back, which is beautiful. You guys have seen this matchup before. Icy Winds and Drill Run, really nice against this Pokemon, and having shield advantage as well. They can easily just go for Drill Run to take this one, as Poison Jabs will be doing neutral, and they are resisting these waterfalls. So here comes the first charge move. They're going to go ahead and shield that Psychic right here, which is obviously going to do a decent amount of neutral damage, but they are definitely in the driver's seat right now. Gyarados doesn't have too much extra energy, as we've seen, and Lycanroc with the Psychic Fang should be able to close this out. Now, they do get a shield right there with Icy Wind, which is huge, and they're going to go ahead and go for the Drill Run, but on CMP tie, unfortunately, actually, I think it was like half-turn CMP tie, so Psychic here. Seaking gonna hang on, and they do get to... Oh, we see a swap out into Gyarados on the charge move, so this Drill Run now is gonna do a decent amount of damage. Lycanroc farms down, but not before Gyarados can throw the charge move. Hopefully, Lycanroc can hang on and get off a Psychic Fang here versus Alomomola, and they will be able to. This is going to do enough neutral damage to take it out, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well. One more counter, but yeah. Good battle. Very well played. Okay. Moving to the next one, we got Lycanroc versus Magcargo. Okay, very positive lead right here. Let's see how the opponent decides to adjust. We do see an Gyarados come in, so this is where that Psychic Fang will come in. Yeah, they're just going to go ahead and go for the Psychic Fang. Why not? It's guaranteed super effective damage and applying that debuff as well, which is huge, and they land it, but not before the charge move now comes through on Gyarados. They can easily let this go. It is going to be the lunge, and they're going to go ahead and swap into the mirror fight. This is obviously a very advantageous position right here for Felrose, as having an Gyarados there on the opponent's side with that low of HP is going to bode very well for them to overfarm on energy and be able to get debuffs against the Pokemon that are likely going to be coming back in. Well, obviously, they're going to have to. There's 2 more still in the back. But they decide to throw Cross Poison right away instead of going for the Overfarm right here, which is going to be an interesting situation. Let's see how this plays out. We do see Magcargo come in. All right, Magcargo going to be able to farm down. It does have Rock Throw as well as a fast move, so lunge now going to be applying that debuff, but not doing too much damage, and the Magcargo will be able to farm down. They're going to have to come in with the Seaking, and right into a Sylveon. They get switch locked as well, which is perfect. Seaking now is going to destroy this Sylveon with Icy Wind and Poison Jabs, as they will be getting shields and be able to probably fully farm down right here. We'll have... Ooh, this is going to be dangerous. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and shield. This is going to be a close race. We'll have to see if they decide to go for energy or farm down. I'm going to guess the farm down right here. They're going to have to commit to it, and they do get the farm down. They need to throw this Droron now to force the final shield from Magcargo, and we will probably see a fast swap right away into... Oh, it lands! Boom! What a beautiful land right there. They probably thought that was going to be an Icy Wind. Good game. Very well played. All right, Lycanroc versus Medicham. This is definitely a tough lead, and we will see a swap out right away into the Seaking, and we do see a Shadow Slowbro now come in. What's great about having this Shadow Slowbro, though, is drill runs here are still going to do quite a bit of neutral damage if they land, and they do. They might actually be able to completely flip this mid-game and get energy as long as they shield. I think Poison Jab will be able to outpace the Confusions right here in the mid-game. So they do stop the Psychic. They're committing to the hard farm down, and they get it right there. Beautiful. With energy as well, they should be able to get an Icy Wind off versus this Talonflame, and things are looking very strong now for them after being able to completely flip this mid-game around. They'll be able to get to a second Icy Wind as well because of the debuff. The Incinerate damage was not enough to take down the Seaking, and it lands. Oh, that is beautiful. Double attack drop. We see a swap into Medicham, but now the Gyarados is going to come in. This is still dangerous, everyone. They're going to have to shield the first charge move unless it's clear to be Power-Up Punch, as the Psychic is going to be doing the most damage before... the most damage after one lunge, which they do shield the Psychic. That is huge. So now they should be able to get to one more lunge because Medicham is switch locked. This next Psychic for Medicham is not going to be doing as much damage, which means Gyarados should be able to survive. They are getting shields now as well, which is huge for them. But that second lunge was perfect. So here comes the charge move. It's going to be the Psychic. We know it. But is it going to be enough? No, it is not enough to take him out. Cross Poisons now are within striking range. The Medicham is going to be forced to shield as well, and I think they might just be able to get it. Here comes the potential swap, and they swap into the Lycanroc now to catch the charge move, having energy on Gyarados as well. And the Brave Bird, is it going to be enough? No. Lycanroc able to hold on and fully farm down. Can they get to the Psychic Fang in time? No, they cannot. Medicham farms down, and Gyarados able to get the Cross Poison off at the last second. So this is going to be a good battle. Very well played. What a close one right there. All right. Whew. These games are good. Moving to the next one, we got Lycanroc versus Talonflame. All right, we've seen what it's done to this Fiery Bird before, and we will see a swap out right away into Electrode. So here comes the Psychic Fang debuff, as you do with Lycanroc. That is the whole purpose of this Pokemon, is to consistently debuff your opponents, and we will see the swap out now into Gyarados. So they tried to go for the Cross Poison right there right away, and they will be shielding as well, but I think they will be able to overfarm just a bit if the Cross Poison didn't go through. Okay, it did go through right here, so they're going to have to throw it. I don't think this is going to be enough damage to take out the Electrode. Yeah, not enough. One more fast move through. All right. called that to the 1 HP. But we will see Talonflame come in and load up on energy. And here comes the cross poisons. Now, even though Talonflame is in a solid position here to farm down, it needs to start fearing these cross poisons. They do a lot of damage. And if they go for the overfarm like they are right now, this Gyarados is going to be forcing shields now from this Talonflame. So they do get one shield right there. Can they get another cross poison off? Yes, they can before getting farmed down. This is huge now. We might see a fast swap as well if it lands into the Sea King. No, they do get 2 shields. That is actually very good for them. We saw how much damage Brave Bird did versus the Lycanroc, so it actually might be able to KO from this range. No, it's going to be the Flame Charge. Doesn't do too much damage, and we will see Talonflame go for another one right here, and I think they might trust in Sea King. No, they're going to go ahead and shield this Flame Charge, stopping that resisted damage, and we see a swap out into Scrafty, but this is beautiful with the Psychic Fang now going to be able to apply that debuff to the Scrafty, and they will bring in the Sea King now to do as much damage as they can. Here comes the fast move from Scrafty, likely going to be the foul play right here for neutral damage, and this is going to be a close one. They're going to have to overfarm just a bit, but they need to throw this drill run. Oh, is it going to be enough damage? I don't think it will. Talonflame as well has a decent amount of HP. It is enough damage. Talonflame is loaded on HP as well. Well, like 10%. And Lycanroc, will it be able to counter down? No, the Talonflame gets to the charge move. And that is going to be a good battle. Very well played as Lycanroc goes down to the resisted Flame Charge. Good battle. All right. Moving to the next one, we got Lycanroc versus Clefable. Okay, I imagine we will see a swap out yet again into that Sea King to force them out, and we do see a Medicham come in. So again, a really nice situation. This is a triple debuff team as well as Psychic Fangs, Icy Winds, and Lunge. This is beautiful setup situations now for them, as they also get a decent amount of neutral damage on that Medicham. Now, is this going to be the Psychic? No, it's just going to be a power-up punch right here. So Medicham fighting back the Icy Wind debuffs with its own attack boosts with the power-up punch. So we're going to see another one come through, but this is where Sea King could potentially sneak in a drill run. They're actually going to opt to go for Icy Wind, trying to debuff the Medicham as much as they can while still forcing a shield here in the mid game. So Medicham is going to be able to farm down in time, loaded on energy. They're going to come in with the Gyarados, and they're going to be forced to shield the potential Psychic right here as well. Obviously, Medicham a bit boosted. They need to stop that super effective damage, and it is the Psychic. So things are still looking okay. We'll have to see what that final Pokemon is going to be, and it is going to be Alomomola. All right. So Lycanroc obviously wants to stay away from Alomomola, but is going to come down to Gyarados to completely win this game yet again with its charge moves, because it can do so well against Clefable and Alomomola, especially with lunges here in this matchup. As you guys are seeing, it's doing constant neutral damage with consistent debuffs, and they do catch the charge move now on Lycanroc. Is it going to be the Psychic? It is the Psychic. Doesn't do too much damage right there. They're deciding to stay in, but they should be able to get to a Psychic Fang. But they decide to swap into Clefable, and here comes the Stone Edge, looking to go down with a bang versus the Clefable, and it lands for so much damage. Gyarados now primed to fully farm down with Poison Sting. Locked and loaded. Gyarados is going to delete the fish here with these lunges. So that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. Lunge takes out Alomomola. They did have a shield, but they knew it was over. Good game, very well played. And that was the final battle. What an amazing set of battles here. Lycanroc, Gyarados, and Sea King. Sea King, again, we've invested in it years back, and it has proven to be very consistent in some of these specialty metas. Gyarados as well, one of the best up-and-coming new Pokemon from a few seasons back, and Lycanroc, showing how strong it can be with Stone Edge, and those Psychic Fang debuffs really helping out in the mid-game. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Be sure to go check out Zerfelrose's YouTube channel down in the description, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.